start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Rawchaa, BaHaSham, Qadash, the ones, the prophets, and elders, GreatMillStone, and the ones like up there, doing for the faith, and love, and sincerity. It's GMS Jersey camp, midweek camp. Lord willing, may this teaching be edifying. May the Lord speak through us.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. We start at 1. The revelation of Yahawashi, which God gave unto him. Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation of Yahawashi, which God gave unto him, to shew unto his servants things which must surely come to pass. And he signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Jumping down to verse 13. It says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with his garment down to the foot, girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right. Lord, Yahawashi, that's how we dress.
It says, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
He had gray hair. A lot, you start getting older, start getting in your 30s, you know what I'm saying? Start getting gray hair, a lot of stress, a lot of anguish. You know what I'm saying? Start graying up. That's what give you the description, right?
As white as snow. And his eyes were as flames of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they were burned in a furnace.
Right. Like as burned brass, as burned in the furnace. Which means what? He was a man of color. And we start off getting into this, we got a family that, the kids, they asking questions about the Lord and about the image of the Lord. So it's just the spirit that we just go into this breakdown of that the Lord was exactly like us. He was a man of color. He was a Negro. Tribe of Judah, according to the scripture.
As if it burned in a furnace, and his voice as a sound of many waters.
Yeah, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 6. It says, his body also was like the beryl, and his face has the appearance of lightning.
Right, so his body was like the beryl, meaning what? He had on the beryl of green, so he had on a green garment. His face was having the appearance of lightning. Because Ecclesiastes 8:20 says, a man's wisdom causes his face to shine. So his wisdom was shining, right?
It says, and his eyes as the lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like the color to polished brass.
Right, so it gives you the same description that he gave you in Revelations, and he's still letting you know the skin tone. Let you know that what? He was a man of color. He was a Negro, the tribe of Judah. So that's what it is. All the common lies that we've been taught within the society, it's just to make themselves feel comfortable and to make them feel superior, to make us feel inferior, man.
It says, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude.
Yeah, so just like how the other one said, had the voice of many waters, meaning he had a real deep voice. Like before, we had Greg with us, like his voice, people would be scared, like you know what I'm saying? The way his voice just sounded, it just ricocheted off a building, man. So imagine how deep the Lord's voice was, man. Show you that strength, that power, that force. So just knowing that alone, it makes sense. Besides, obviously, he's the son of the Most High, but anybody with a commanding voice like that, you're going to listen to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just the power of that presence and the resonation of that person's voice will make you want to listen to him.
Yeah, he would sound like a big man. Yeah. Like big guys, big, Jake. That's those deep voices.
It's James chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the throne was cast down, and the ancient of days did sit. His garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like a pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
Right, and it's getting into what? The Heavenly Father, but he said what? The Ancient of Days. Who is the Ancient of Days? Who is past time? That's only the Lord, because he is the creator of all things. So it's getting into the Lord and his majestic glory and everything that he had around him. And like a long time ago, Apostle Bar mentioned how the Lord gives you these images and I don't just paint a picture in the word, basically like in a glorious fashion, you know what I mean? So that you can understand the majesty power that can actually help. That's where we get, stuff in the cartoons and the glow and the aura from and all of that. Just to give that magnifying presence that the Lord has.
It says, a fiery stream issued came forth from before him. Thousands ministered to him, and 10,000 ministered to him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him.
That's all our angels. The whole host of heaven, the Lord's army.
It says, the judgment was set and the books were opened.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Right, so which things are coming to the earth? You got to ask yourself. The Lord is saying that, and he's giving a description of how the waves of the sea is going to be roaring, it's going to be distressed on the earth. So you got to ask, well, what's coming that is going to cause these type of things, man? Third World War, the Lord sending the go hand for his angels. Hey, it's that time. You know what I'm saying? Because you can only imagine, just imagine like out of nowhere, like it just be sunny. Then I know it just starts to be dark ass clouds and just like hey, look, it's about to rain something crazy, about to go crazy. So that's like how it's gonna be with the Lord, but 100 times worse, man.
Right.
How dark the sky's gonna get and everything, man. And that host of heaven that you're gonna see coming out of the clouds, man. That's the majesty of the Lord and how dramatic and how fast things can happen in the blink of an eye, man.
It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Right, because they give you the examples in all of the different movies where they suspect aliens coming to the planet and all of this type of stuff, man. Hey, well, what they show you, large in part in those movies, a lot of it is false, but a lot of it is true as well. Because there are such thing as aliens. Alien just means a stranger. So those strangers are coming from a different dimension, and that's the Lord's angels, man, and the Lord Yahawashi himself coming to wreak shop with this. So they are alien strangers, if you will. And it's not going to be a nice thing for them to actually come here. It's a nice thing for us up the hopeful elect because we stand a chance. But for everybody else, it's not going to be a pretty sight for you, man. So you should be looking, for these things to come about and how to get right and how to change your life around. That's coming back into the Heavenly Father, man. Recognizing who you are, accepting your identity, putting away the filth and the evil of your deeds away. Not conforming to the ways of this world, but conforming your mindset and renewing your mind to the ways of the Lord, man.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Right. So we all know, according to the scripture, what that the world, this current world is going to get destroyed by fire, by thermonuclear destruction, and then the angels as well. Their laser beams and them just torching shit, torching the whole earth, just about. And all of America, as we know, according to Isaiah 13, is going to be destroyed. This place is going to be the so-called lake of fire, but we already in hell, man. But this place is going to have a perpetual burn to it, to where it's going to be left as a memorial for us when the new kingdom is set, for us to know the history of what happened in Babylon. Man. It's going to be a memorial, and all of the nations is going to know that, man.
Yeah, we're going to remember that this was the second time the Lord brought forth great death in the earth, man, and also brought forth the kingdom. Because like the brother said, a monument, this place is going to be the remembrance of when the Lord sacrificed to Edom. All his wickedness, man. Meaning the Heavenly Father judged this man, all right? And he judged 2/3 of his own people.
There things that happened in old Egypt, we physically can't remember those things that happened. The Lord wiped our memory of those things. You know, there's no remembrance of former things, but in today's time, we know that we're in the end. So the Lord is going to keep us in remembrance so that stays fresh in our mind, man. And you're never going to be able to forget that, man. Because it's easy for people to forget something that you feel as though that you've never experienced, but we have experienced it because we've all been here reincarnated many, many times before. So we have experienced it, it's just the Lord wiped it away from our mindset. But this is going to be fresh on your mind, so you're always going to have that feeling of that fear and that trembling, that respect for the Lord and what He's done for us, what He's done to our enemies. Man. No nation is going to forget that. No nation.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that it shall no more be said, Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands, whether he have driven them, I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Hey, that's what setting a new standard of what is, man. And that's going to be the best feeling of knowing that this in the kingdom, that's going to be the ultimate holy day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the deliverance of the Israelites from the land of the north, man. It can't get no better than that because what? This has been our worst captivity. And why? Because, not just because of the physical slavery, but that we've actually forgotten who we are. Now, as a people, we're completely lost, man. You know, in time before, our people may have been lost, but still retain some of our identity in who we actually are. You know, but as a nation as a whole, we've lost that here in America. And it tells you that in the scriptures, you know? And, you know, our brothers Benjamin, they the ones who kept the spirit of the Lord the most, because just in their culture, they still have that resemblance of the Most High. You know, calling on, even though they said like Jah and all of that, but they still know to a degree that they're Israelites.
One young son of the right.
Yeah, son of the right. You know, so that was symbolic for them to be closer to the Lord's heart, man. You know, they retain, you know, some of the ways and just some of the knowledge of who we are, even though they still all for the most part. You know?
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thou enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For you have kindled a fire, and my anger which shall burn forever.
So what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? Is that a person lose their identity and forget who their real oppressor is, right? Like a person who has amnesia, you could have caused them to have the amnesia, but they just can't remember none of that. But now you acting as a friend when you was really a foe, and that's how you can kind of compare it in today's time. But our people have knowledge of what happened to us, but they just chose to put it aside because, hey, look at the society we live in. Oh, now we finally free. Oh, now we can do this, now we can do that. It's the same system, right? They just switch things up, and it's just not as physical. They just made you think that, okay, yeah, you're free, because you can walk down the street, you know what I mean? And you can do this and you can do that. You're still a slave, man. The scriptures say that we're still slaves unto this day.
You're basically slaves with liberty.
Yeah.
You have a privilege to go back and forth and work. You have a privilege to worship pagan holidays. You have a privilege to have a wife and children, but you're still a slave.
Exactly. It's the illusion of freedom, man. That's what he's showing you, the illusion of freedom. As opposed to just strictly taking your freedom away, like, nah, well, we can't go like this forever. These niggas gonna rebel, and there's gonna be more problems and so on and so forth. So he's gonna give them the illusion of freedom. Right. That way you can really enslave them mentally. Because that's the ultimate goal, to enslave everyone mentally. And then we come back and do it physically with the C-hip and all of that, man. You know? So it's a progress. It's like they took a step back to move forward to a degree. To confuse us.
Form of deception.
Yeah. That's what they thrive on, deception.
Yeah, this is verse 5. Thus saith Yahawah, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from Yahawah.
And that's what our people have done. They made Esau their arm and their power. You got people all, even it's a lot of jokes and a lot of funny stuff that came out of the presidential debate with Biden and Trump and all that. A lot of funny stuff. And people telling Biden he should drop out of the race. And then you got people who are phoning for them, like what's that chick? Not chick, that old lady. What's her name? Maxine Waters. You know, like the old black lady or whatever. Nah, it's one of them. She real old. Maxine Waters. She's been in politics forever. And she up there saying Trump is the worst of this, and she support Biden. I'm older than Biden, and I still got all my stuff together. He clearly is mentally don't got it all.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
Now check this out, right? I just saw a video. What they're trying to do now, that Biden, right? They're trying to incorporate AI and let Trump go against AI, Biden. Not Biden himself, but let AI basically go back and forth with Biden. Because they said that AI, they said that, and they look like they're going to go forward with it. So where they can improve on Biden, like how he did. And one of the videos I saw, the guy they've been using AI, he didn't know. And they put both videos together and they cut out certain things to make Biden look good. So basically they want Trump to go against an AI Biden, you know? They're going to start using AI, so you know what that means. Get the people used to listening to a damn computer, you know?
Because I notice now, a lot of times when I do a Google search now, AI come up. AI come up and give me an explanation now. You notice that?
Yeah.
It come up a lot now. Like it'll say like Meta, or say like AI, and then it gives you a generated answer now. I'm noticing that a lot when I do search on. I'm like, what the fuck? Like they really switched this whole program up, man. It's no longer like so, and this is going to let you know that real information and real websites is going to be obsolete. Right. Because when you generally look up things, AI is going to come up first and give you an explanation. That's what people are going to be going off of instead of actual real information. Man.
Yeah, they want to change the whole. That's why this whole campaign is a big circus, and it's barely people believing in it like they used to. Compared to years ago, people don't believe in the system anymore. So it's perfect for them to bring forth AI and basically everybody listening to a prompt, a computer screen, and they're telling you about what's this and what's that and what's right and wrong. You know? What's that thing? 1984? The movie? Back in 1984? Yeah.
Back to saying about being in captivity still. Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. And lo, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Exactly. So it said what? We're still slaves unto this day, and to be subject to payments. That should tell you in itself that we're still slaves, man. What? Because every time you get paid, you're subject to car note, subject to this note, subject to this bill, that bill. And which really makes it an unsustainable living for us, mixed with inflation and things constantly going up every single damn day, man. Every other day you see something going up. It's getting worse and worse, and it's making the economy even worse. Because I was seeing, I forgot, I think it was like Bloomberg News or something like that, and they was basically saying like, this has been the worst year since 2020 as far as business is closing down. They said like over 300 recognizable business have either closed down or are going out of business and closing mass stores down. They said it's been the worst year since 2020, the pandemic. And they said also consumers are buying way less now. And I noticed that because I'm at a job that's a really big company where they, people can buy a lot of stuff every single day. And even with that, like the last summer was different from this summer. You know what I'm saying? Like it was way worse before. Now people buying way less, and now we got less routes for people to actually send stuff out, man, because people not buying stuff as much as they used to. Because it's way harder now. People are so subject to every single thing. They got to constantly kick out money and stuff like that. So it shows you where this system and this economy is going, man. They wanted to fail on purpose so they can bring in everything that's digital, man, and change up the entire system. But they got to do it gradually through gradualism, man, to get you prepped and ready for what's to come, man. Now you're seeing what the Tesla trucks. What this is like something off of Roblox or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, spaceships. And everybody's saying, yo, that it look like a damn Roblox of some in a Roblox game or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, And because kids play that, so like I recognize it from like my son, like, yo, this is like going on a damn game, man. You can create your characters and create your own world and build your houses and all that little stuff, man. It's all computerized type of looking stuff, man. You know? So it's crazy out here.
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 40. It says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that feareth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth, as if he shall not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes.
So that's letting you know that, hey, when that time comes, you know, everybody's so worried about and stuck up on consumerism, you gotta let that shit go. Whether you buying or whether you selling, you gotta be able to let that shit go in the blink of an eye. You gotta be willing to drop everything so, you know, you can survive within these last days, man. Because what, if not, what, you're gonna get caught up, hey, the system gonna try to force the C here on you, right? Or gonna be trying to force some other type of vaccinations on you and things of that nature, man. They're going to constantly try to force different things upon you, you know, to make you fold into the system. But you got to be willing to say the hell with that, man, and then walk away from everything that you've known to be, in order to be able to save your soul with the Lord. What's more important to you, man? That's when it's really going to show. And it's mainly going to hit those who have families, man. That's why it really don't count to build up yourself and think you're going to build a legacy within a society, man. I ain't worried about building no fucking legacy here, man. What legacy, man? The legacy that America claims is so great is built off of the blood, sweat, and tears of our people, man. So what real legacy do they have, man? They didn't build this shit on their own, man. We had a real legacy, man. Under you know, King David set it off and under King Solomon, man. We had a real legacy that we actually built on our own, man. You know?
That's why the Lord goes into being pilgrim. Because if you care for the things in that time of Jacob's trouble, what's going to happen is you're going to be destroyed, man. So you got to have the attitude of me as a pilgrim. Let it go. This is Jeremiah 16:1. The word of Yahawah came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith Yahawah concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcass shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. You know, so just you got that.
If I can say something on that, because even in the law it speaks about, you know, because that chip is coming. And the reason why I bring that out is because remember in the law it speaks about, you know, if you want to keep your wife and your children, all right, that your master gave you, you have to put a wall within you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of what's going to come is that our people to seek to save their family. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go for whatever this devil pushes out, you know, the whole whatever type of digital ID, you know, which that's pretty much the new thing in the earth now with all the migrants, you know, going here, going there. It's about digital identification, so that chip is coming.
Yeah, the thing is, at the top, it says Jeremiah forbidden to marry. And why the Most High told him that? Because there was a certain mindset he had to be in. You know, like Brother Solomon mentioned, and look, in that day, your family is going to be like luggage. You know? If the Lord ain't with you, you're going to have basically carrying around luggage in a time of Jacob's trouble, man. So the type of attitude that we got to have, we got to put in the spirit that the Lord told Jeremiah. Now, it doesn't mean that if you have children already, you know, but you shouldn't have the mindset to be trying to say, look, you're trying to find me an Israelite wife, we're going to have children, we're going to build. That's the mother camps, man. The shirt garment camps with fringes. That's them guys, man. See, this is a mindset. You know, we have a kingdom mindset, man. And even if this is, you happened in the past, it still applies to today because what we're about to go through is something called Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, like how I was mentioning, like, before with the servant, they want to permanently be yours, they'll put the all. So basically, that seed, that's Esau's form of his all by him stamping, his permanent slave, And then, like how the brother was getting into too, as far as just the whole mindset thing, right? When it comes to sports, right, you got to be in a certain type of mindset. Right? They always say, like in the NBA, it's a difference between the regular season and the playoffs. It's a difference when the playoffs, when you win the finals. You know what I'm saying? You got to step your level up. And I remember Shaq saying, was like, yo, in the playoffs, hey, you should be averaging 5 points more. You got to elevate your game. So that's what we telling people, like, yo, hey, now we're in the playoffs. It's time to elevate your game. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on point for the things that's coming, or else you're going to get caught up. You can't treat it like this just regular season. It's not, man. You know what I'm saying? It's open season out here on Israelites. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, man.
Look at like on the flip side, on like the fleshly side, will the mindset is for a man to become a high value man, get more money, that way you get the woman, get the house, get the the American dream. Like the brother said, that's just gonna fuck you over.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I got the word mindset. It says in the Google it says the established set of attitudes held by someone. The established set of attitudes held by someone. So it's a particular attitude you gotta take on in order to survive. When shit hit the fan, people's survival spirit kick in. We talk about it all the time. You're not the same person when it's time to survive. You got that survival mentality. And look, you don't even know what you're doing. You take your test. And you're gonna have stone cold. You got Jake out here that probably would never, kill anybody or take somebody's life. But in that day they will. Because they don't want to survive. Until everything gets civilized.
It's like when that time comes, we all know that, we base everything on faith, but you gotta have the mindset of a zealot, right? And what I mean by that is when you read the definition of zealot, I'm not saying you gotta be, you're supposed to be spiritual first and foremost. You're not supposed to be like the old zealots was and just win a war and different shit like that, but you have to have that type of mindset. And the definition of a zealot is a person who is fanatical and uncompromising in pursuit of religious, political, or other ideals.
Right.
So when it comes to this truth of understanding, hey, the Lord is coming, I know I'm against this here, I know I'm against everything that's there for. You gotta be uncompromising in all of that, man. I'm not going to put my woman, my child, money, or nothing over the Lord. You gotta be uncompromising. Because there's a goal to be met, and we can't stop until we meet that goal, man. That's our salvation, that's our freedom from this society, man.
It says Revelation chapter 3 verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Hey, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man might take thy crown. What's that? That's the faith that we have in Yahawah Shah. That's the love that we have for the brotherhood. That's all the core principles that we learn throughout these scriptures and throughout our walk in this truth and this life that have enlightened us constantly and enlightened us every single day. That nourishes our spirit. It's where we know how to go. We know how to move. We know which ways to think. We're not like the average nigga just acting off of emotion. Man. We actually think it before we do things because our salvation means more to us than anything. Man. I think about that shit all the time because you have stuff in the world that'll make you want to react, but you can't. You're not no nigga no more. So that's how you know when the Lord is really seeping into your mindset because it's just bigger than you just, letting your ego get in the way and you just doing some bullshit and you're getting caught up, man. Why throw your salvation over a nigga moment or something like that, man? It's not worth it, man. I'll be damned if I'm going to let anything get in the way of my salvation, man.
I got a quick one. This is Matthew 10 and 34. Think not, this is Yahawashi speaking, think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Here's the point. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me.
Yeah, so it's like you get separated from certain family members or friends, or if you actually got a girl and some kids, whatever, y'all split, that shit might tear you up as far as different ways or aspects of your life. Now you might have to get on child support, or now you might be in a struggle both you're going to see your kids and you still want to be a responsible parent. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, so that your son actually has a father and still has some guidance and things of that nature. So it's going to put a lot of strain on you and might mess you up to a certain degree. But hey, at the end of the day, you still got to keep it moving, man, regardless, man. And know that whatever you're doing in the Lord, that everything after you shall be blessed and shall be right, and you got to have that faith, man. And just leave it up to the Lord. The rest, you just got to keep it pushing, man. As hard as it may be, you got to keep it pushing, man.
Yeah, it says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
And how you lose your life, right?
No, it's just the NLT. It says, if you cling to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for me, you will find it.
And that's what it is. And you're trying to basically cling to life within a society, that's what it's talking about. You're clinging to everything that means something to the average person within the society, right? Like, hey, we don't celebrate birthdays and stuff like that. Then you got people, family members might be looking like, oh, he don't celebrate his son's birthday. Oh, he's a piece of shit. Oh, he's a deadbeat. Now putting stuff in her ear, trying to make you feel some type of way about this, like you ain't shit. Knowing you do stuff for your child year round. Right. You just don't celebrate this shit. That's when we talk about that mind of a zealot being uncompromising in your beliefs, man. Yeah. No matter what. And that's how it gotta be, man.
And at the end of the day, for a man to be in his child's life is all he needs. All of the buying shit is the ways of America. They give this illusion that you're a great father because you come in with gifts. No, you're a great father because you're there. That's all that really matters. He's there. The son can go to his father. The daughter can go to her father. Not for the fucking stupid gifts and taking on vacations, because they set this shit up to where you might a father separated from his child. So every time he get his child, he got to do it big because he has to prove to her that he is taking care of his child. That's so fucking bullshit. How about me and my son or me and my daughter just kick it in the crib? My new wife cook us a meal and watch a movie together. But if I don't send her back home or send him back home with gifts, I ain't doing shit. That's some bullshit, man. Like, what are we living for, man? Now you got it out.
Because it's all about the morals and things that you can instill in them, man. That's more question than anything, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what personally I try to do as much as possible. I don't have that much time with them, but when I'm around them, I'm going to try to drop some jewels on this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Just teach them little things that can hopefully stick with them in his mind, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that money ain't everything. It randomly repeated to me, like, what I said before? Like, yeah, I remember that money ain't everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what's most important more than anything. Because you need things that's going to stick with them throughout their life, that's going to help them better themselves, man. Right. And it's nothing more important than bettering themselves than getting them to understand who they are with the Lord and knowing who the Lord is, man.
There's kids out here that wish they had their father in their life. Some kids just wish that they could just call their pops and just have a conversation. Or just pick his brain. Hey, yo, pops. Hey, yo, dad. Yo, what you think about? You know what I mean? And them conversations, as you get older, you cherish those conversations. When you're a child, you want gifts and stuff. So the mother, she indoctrinates the child and saying that the father ain't shit because he ain't buying you nothing. What if he ain't making enough money? What if he can only do but what he can do? The fact is that he's there. The son or the daughter can call their father or go to their father. Because lucky not to be wrong with him, but I'm thinking about my grandfather's father. He was very stern. And here it is, he was just there. Alright, so can I listen? Okay. Can I listen? Yeah. His father, it was long story short, my grandfather probably didn't like his father like that. Because his father wasn't doing but much for him, but his father was there. And that's all that mattered at the end of the day, man. That's the point.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 16. How much better it is to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding, rather to be chosen than silver.
Right? Because at the end of the day, what did when King Solomon was coming into his own, what did he pray unto the Lord for? He prayed unto the Lord, hey Lord, grant me the wisdom to be able to guide your people. You know, and because he asked that of the Lord, I believe that's like First Kings or second, like the third chapter or whatever. And because he asked that of the Lord said, hey, because you asked for that, instead of destroying your enemies or riches and gold, now I'm going to give you all of your heart's desires. Because that's the best thing that he could have asked for. Because the wisdom gets you everything that you want. Somebody go, what's Solomon 6? I'll go with Solomon 6, and start like verse 17 or 20.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, starting verse 20. Verse 17, it says, for the very true beginning of her, the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws. And the love of the keeping of her laws. And the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of the truth. And incorruption makes it appear unto the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Exactly. So it's all about the wisdom and getting that instruction from the Lord that's going to give us what? The insurance of incorruption. Which means what? That's what's going to help bring us to the kingdom. Apart with our faith, apart with our love for the Lord, apart with our works, man. Because it's like a formula, man, to it. To open up the door to the Lord, man. That's a formula, man. And it starts off, what you get to know the Lord and understanding wisdom, man. Because that's what's going to give you everything that you need. Wisdom.
Yeah, when you think about it, because the kings, a lot of times back then they would ask for all the riches and things like that. But King Solomon, he asked for wisdom. He wanted his sincerity was, I want to be able to rule over the Lord's people in righteousness. So give me the wisdom so I can actually rule over them in the way that you want me to, instead of ruling over them the way I feel.
Right. And that shows you that what? He took his ego out of it or whatever. Like, give you an example, right? With this year's the Olympics or whatever. So Team USA, and they was doing an interview with Anthony Edwards. They calling him like the new little Michael Jordan or whatever, because the way he play and everything. So he had a little interview, and he but mind you, he's coming off of the bench. Now you got all these other superstar players that's on Team USA. You got multiple champions. You got LeBron, you got Steph, you got Durant, you got Jason Tatum up there. All these people out there that won championships. But they interviewing him, and he said, yeah, I'm still a number one option. Like y'all may feel otherwise, but I'm still a number one option. You putting your ego in the way of the whole team being led and being a unit together. You putting yourself above that, man. King Solomon did the opposite. He put himself to the side for the benefit of all. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord gave him everything that he wanted.
That sounds like the argument between who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. Because for one thing, LeBron said he believed he's the greatest because of some damn play he did in the playoffs or something. Yeah. But Michael Jordan would have never said he's the greatest. Yeah. He let the people say he's great. Yeah. It's showing you who is a better personality or wisdom. Right. LeBron is more, he's saying he's great, but he's supposed to let others say he's great. The scriptures say let others speak well of you.
Who are we to judge when every person is finite, it's endless?
Well, the Lord set up judges. For one, I don't know if you know, we're the Israelites, right? And the Lord set up laws.
You understand my question first, right?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm asking, who are we to judge?
Right? Who are we to judge?
Yeah.
Well,
you're not, no human being know the infinity of our existence.
Well, you're saying that, okay, because we believe in the Bible. We believe according to the
No,
scriptures,
I'm talking about what you see, it can't be duplicated.
Yeah.
You understand? It's natural, it's part of nature.
Right.
That's why I'm asking you, who are we? That's like you saying the devil?
Yeah.
That's how he get involved, because now we have an opinion on, you understand, we judge it.
Yeah. But see, because I was going to say this, because for one, we're Israelites, right? That leads into us having law, statutes, and commandments, which means we have obstructions, we have things we can do and things we shouldn't do. The Lord set up judges between his people.
So, you guys Israelites, is it like the Israel that's fighting Hamas or no?
No. For one, we don't subscribe to that because they not us. They not.
So who came first?
We did. We the original. That's why you see a bunch of Israelites all over the world on the street corner teaching because we done found out the truth that we're the real Israelites. They call themselves the brothers. They're not the real Jews or that the Bible speaks of. We fit the scriptures in the Bible. We fit the curses, and we fit all of the when it comes to the prophets. We know that they took our identity from us and claimed it in 1948. They're not the real authentic ones from there.
So their existence is not
We know who they are, but they're not Israelites. They're Edomites.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
that? What's Edomite?
Edomite
Another
is
tribe?
because look, the Lord set up nations, right? According to the Bible, each nation has their own name biblically.
Okay.
Like we're Israelites.
Okay.
Chinese is Moabites.
Right.
Ishmael is the Ishmaelites. You come from Ishmael, right?
Right.
You got the Japhites. You got Hamites. They're the Edomites, which was Jacob's brother, Jacob's twin brother. So basically, our foreparent Jacob, his brother was Esau, which came out red, all hairy like a garment, as the scripture said. So the color of the texture of them was different, but they had the same mother and father. So what it is, he birthed what it is when the Lord set up Genesis 25. When the Lord set up, Jacob, when he had Jacob and Esau come from Rebekah and Isaac their father, he actually told her before they was pregnant, before she had them, he said, 2 nations shall come from thy womb. They shall separate from thy bowels. Meaning, when these children got older to be adults, or when they was able to have wives and children, he was going to start a nation with them. So it wasn't going to be basically brothers or family, if you want to say. Between them, they were family, but as the generations go on, these are different nations now.
So what provoked them to take your identity?
Huh?
What provoked the Jews, the white Jews, to take your identity?
Say that again? My bad.
Like, you know how you got the Israelites, right?
Yeah.
The real ones, right?
Right.
But what provoked the white Jews
Oh, because
to pick? It's like our history.
because
Like,
our history is rich.
how deep do you have to dig?
Well, our
How
history.
deep, you know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
that knowledge, because like with the whites, you know, they a lot of propaganda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? False information. You gotta understand, like when you throwing out look.
You go back to the
Look.
Renaissance. You can just go back to the Renaissance.
Look.
Go ahead.
If you keep throwing out lies, eventually you're gonna hit. That's what I'm saying. How did they, like, because you're saying at one point, right? Like we were supposedly the superior.
Well, they were twin brothers. They were twin. Look, Genesis 25.
Yeah, so we all okay. So we're not to hate them, right?
No, you can't hate. The Lord said he hates them. See that?
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What side you pick? Hamas or
Oh, none.
Israel?
None. Oh, we got
Ooh,
none of
good.
that.
You know what?
We're not-
I
none of
finally
that.
just came up with that idea because, you know, watching the propaganda for a while.
Yeah.
And when I reflected on it, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
what side? None.
Ain't
Ain't got nothing to do with us. Nah.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with us. We ain't on none of them sides.
Hey, man, I appreciate the words. I'm going to do some research. That gentleman, stay blessed, all right?
Okay.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your time, too.
It's all good.
Word.
I think around 20 years. It's about to rain.
It's not about to, it is.
Yeah.
Got the bag?
Nah, I got it. Keep it sturdy. Salakia, gotta move. It's raining on us. At first, I thought he was about to be a demon, but he was asking sincere questions though. He was trying to understand. He don't understand, and I
He just kept interrupting, not letting you.
yeah, because I knew that he was gonna come into a stumbling block, because he asking questions of do we hate? We say the Lord hate, and that right there he might can't accept it. You know, Jake don't read the scriptures.
He's gonna move this over.
Damn, I forgot
Right,
about
that's what
this.
I
We
said,
can just go over there. Yeah, my bad. I didn't even know it's supposed to rain today. Like Brothers got precepts, you can bring it out. Read the Genesis, right? Whatever you got.
It says Genesis chapter 25, starting at
You could probably just hold them up, right?
verse 20. And it says, when Isaac was 40 years old, when he took Rebekah the wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padan Aram, a sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated Yahawah for his wife because she was barren. And Yahawah was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahawah.
Right. She said, why am I thus? Because she was fighting in the womb. I mean, the children were fighting in the womb. She was having problems with the babies inside of her. Go ahead.
It says, verse 23, and Yahawah said unto her, two nations are in thy womb,
See?
and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
See, and that's all we're going to have to read for him. You know, but he ain't stay long enough because of the rain. But you can get your understanding from the scriptures. You know, we speak according to the word, man. You know, it tells you right there, two nations were in the womb, and they shall be separated from the bowels, man. So the Most High was starting two nations between them.
Basically, the war, I mean, the Lord started with these two children to create, good and evil, if you will, like within the earth, and to be like the ultimate good and bad guy, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said it like that since the beginning. And he was asking, like, basically, like, what was their motivation for wanting to take our identity? Well, for one, it's all the Lord's plan, because the Lord have, multifaceted ways of working, right? So the Lord put them on top, made us to be the bookish thing, and it also goes back to their jealousy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With that we got the birthright, that we got the blessing, and then when you take it to the 7th or the 8th century, during the different wars with you had like the Byzantine Empire, we was up there with the Byzantine Empire, all of the different empires that was up there, right, up in Europe or whatever, and in the book, it's in the book of all the culture. I haven't gone over it in a minute, so I'm a little rusty, sloppy, but basically you had the leader of one of them Edomite groups, Kaigan Bullet. They was trying to figure out which side they was going to go with, whether the Muslim side or the Christian side, and then you had some actual Israelites coming to them and saying, hey, you should choose this. So he wound up convincing himself, like, hey, that, and said that he had a dream that he was a part of the Jews too. And that's when it started from like the 7th or the 8th century. And they convinced themselves in their mind that they were the real Jews. And slowly over time, they saw themselves converting and saying that they're the real Jews, man. So it happened over a process of time, but it all stems back from their ultimate jealousy that we have the birthright and the blessing, man.
Right.
You know?
It says, two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Right, and we know who the stronger. That's Jacob. One people shall be stronger than the other. Go ahead.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the elder shall serve the younger. So the Lord is letting her know that, look, the first child that come out, he's going to be a servant to this younger child. And if you know the culture of being a Hebrew, we knew that, well, in other nations as well, the first son inherits, he inherits everything. Everything the father possessed, the first son inherits it. So the Lord is basically telling her, like, look, the youngest son is going to inherit it. You know? Go ahead, huh?
It says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
See, and they were twin brothers, man, identical. Well, yeah, twins, probably most likely identical, man, but different in skin complexion. You know?
And brothers had doing a lesson on it, saying how they fraternal twins. Pretty much, they you got a term in the science world called God's like God and twins. And it's like pretty much these two children, they have like their own
Separate features.
exactly
They look
separate.
different because you got identical twins look exactly like, and then like the fraternal.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
It says, and the first is out red all over like an every garment, and they call his name Esau.
Right, that's Esau, which in the Hebrew, I believe is what? Shashawan? Shashawan, meaning waste away is heat. And what is wasted away is pigment, man. You know, that's why Edom, Apostle Hall went over this years ago. He said Edom, with scriptures, you know. He said Edom have clean leprosy, you know, because you have a leprosy that's unclean, but Esau, he has a clean leprosy, man. You know.
And that was the curse that the Most High gave them from going back into Cain, and when he killed his brother Abel. So he set his mark upon Cain, and that went into, you know, his reincarnation of him being Esau.
Right.
You know, and that set the tone for everything.
Right. And see, the Most High is omnipotent, man. I always keep saying it. He's all powerful. Because Jake out here, that's simple. They'd be like, "Oh, come on, man. How that's supposed to happen?" The Lord could create a new nation through an Israelite if he wants to. He could create a new nation out of an Edomite if he wanted to, or any nation. When you look at Job, not Job, what's his name? Lot. Lot was a righteous man. But through Lot, his two daughters became what? Moab and Ammon, man. You know? That was the start of Ammon and Moab. You know?
And then old boy was talking about judging, like I be tired of hearing like grown ass people saying like, "Who are we to judge? Who are we to judge?" Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Who are we to judge? We judge you. Let's bring out a couple scriptures real quick. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. So the Lord right there is basically telling you, he's giving us the authority to do what we do if we come up against, rise up against us in judgment, especially when it comes to this word. Because we are his ambassadors, you know, and representatives here on earth to represent the word as is, right? And then one more real quick, John 7:24. Do not judge by appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. So why do grown people have a problem with saying, who are we to fucking judge, man? You telling your child something to do, you judging them on what they're doing. They're doing something wrong and you correcting them. That's a judgment, right? People just don't like it when the judgment is something that they don't want to hear. That's when it becomes a problem, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if a chick, she want down here in the hole, you try to talk to her, don't judge me.
Right, who is you?
But if I tell you how good you look in your makeup and your high heels and all that, that's fine, right? That's still a judgment. You know what I'm saying? So like, as grown, as adults, you got to get over that mindset of who are we to judge and we can't judge and all that bullshit. Why do you have a judge in the fucking courtroom?
Right.
Why do you have lights that and you get pulled over if you want a red light for?
Right.
Everything is judgment, man.
Yeah, most chicks, they'll say, "You ain't my daddy. What the hell to do?" So I guess your daddy can judge you. The Lord set up judges too. The prophets are the mouthpiece of the Most High, man. And when he sent them forth in the earth bedtime, right? Each day, each night, in season, out of season, to actually judge you, they're judging according to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi. The Lord is with them in the judgment, man. Real quick, 2 Chronicles 19:5, and he said, judges in the land throughout all the cities of Judah, city by city, and said to the judges, take heed what you do, for you judge not for man, but for the Yahawah, who is with you in the judgment. Wherefore now let the fear of Yahawah be upon you. Take heed and do it, for there is no iniquity with Yahawah, our power, nor respect of persons, nor taking of gifts.
Exactly, man. So, like, yo, it's just self-explanatory, right? You got a job. You're being judged on your performance, man. How you work. And if you're not doing the job correctly, hey, you might get a warning, a verbal warning, and now you might get suspension. Hey, after that, your ass out the damn door. You're being judged all the time, right? And what kills me, I was watching something the other day, and it was basically like, we take all of this shit in from jobs, and we deal with all the headache and aggravation, and we obey and respect what they honor and say. But when we come home, we give the most bullshit to our loved ones, man. That's fucked up, man.
You say that about the female. He said the black woman.
Yeah.
He said the black woman should go to work and get judged by her boss.
You might say the same shit. Yeah.
So she can get judged all day long. But as soon as she come home, her husband asked her to make a sandwich. She give him a lift. You know?
It's crazy.
Fucked up, man.
And I'm the one who care about you more than your actual employer do.
Right.
Yeah, he giving you a paycheck and shit, but I'm the one who actually here to take care of you, man. In the way that he can.
Right.
Multiple ways that he can, man.
Yeah,
That shit crazy.
You made a good point because, you know, you do the little gig jobs or something, you know, on the app. Once you work the job and work the shift, whoever's there get to rate you and see whether they want you back or not. They'll offer you more positions or more time before they send it out to somebody else. So you're looking at your stars and saying you got 5 stars or you did good. You got low stars, you did bad. So you're being judged, man.
Every time I hear that shit makes me cringe, man. It's just like, yo, is you a fucking kid or are you a grown ass adult, man? Like, and it's simple concepts that don't take much thought, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's very simple fucking concepts.
Yeah, I got one. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 5. Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to the Most High in spirit.
Right, so that you might be judged by men according to the flesh. But what? That you're being ultimately being held by the spirit by the judgment. You know what I'm saying? So every single day you're going to make a judgment to do something. Every single day you're going to be judged by somebody. So what difference do it make? The best way to know how to actually deal with judgment is just accept things for what it is. I know I'm not going to agree with everything that this person's saying, and that's fine. As long as they ain't being disrespectful to me or some other shit like that, it's fine. You can disagree. Hey, you can say the sneakers I got on ugly. Right. Hey, that's cool. That's your opinion. They ain't on your feet. I like them. They on my feet.
Right.
I ain't gotta wear them. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. My hard earned money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You just gotta accept judgment for what it is. Like how we were just talking about before we actually started the camp or whatever about fucking Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, yeah.
He acting like a little fucking girl all on social media, going back and forth with everybody because they saying this fight was boring.
Yeah.
You know, why you coming at people and talking a bunch of street shit when you're a boxer?
Right.
You're being emotional because people judging you.
Yeah.
You gotta accept that,
You
man.
gotta keep it professional.
You know?
Keep it professional, man. You're a professional now. You know? And all that's going to do is make yourself a target. Because you got crash dummies out here, and as soon as they see them, they just want to make a name for themselves. They boy film it, and then they go upside his head. The streets don't compare to a professional boxing match, man. These dudes are air your ass out, man. Just for some clout.
And you just talk about like clout and stuff like that. I was watching a video the other day. And you know how these kids, they be doing all these pranks and shit. Like, I don't care when these dudes get shot and they doing all these pranks on people in random public. Dude in line, you know what I'm saying? It's an older cat. The young dude come up and he's pop goes, I'm taking all this. He's like, don't put me, put my shit back. He's like, put my shit back. He's like, he sees his boy and he's like, this for TikTok or something? And he's like, no, I said, I see your boy over there with the camera. He's like, all right, come on out here. I'm licensed to carry. He's gonna get you shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause, yeah, like people play around too much. And that's the society, man. And it's people talking about what Folly has said, great dignity. People will do anything for a fucking viral moment. It's ridiculous, man. That's not how life is supposed to be. You just go around fucking with innocent people and dudes like, yo, hey man, I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't playing with you kids. I had a long day at work. You know what I'm just trying to get, you know what I mean? Like, nobody got time for all of that shit, man.
Yeah.
They be in serious fucking times and all people want to do is play to be viral and to make some damn money, man.
Yeah, and Jake, you know, Jake going through it right now, man. You messing with Jake, or let me say you messing with, you messing with Jake, especially the tribe of Judah. You know, they be going through it. They women be down their back, they be stressed the fuck out, probably just work the wrong shit. Mad as hell that their situation ain't right. It's bottled up, man. You know? But matter of fact, the scriptures say they sit at every corner full of the fury of the Lord. You know, so you got Jake on these corners full of drugs, you know, gang banging. They troublemakers, man. Because they fucked up. You know? Their life ain't right. He probably was growing up with a dysfunction. Mother, father wasn't there. Parents on drugs. You know? You gotta be careful, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. The point is folly is set in great dignity, man. You know, everything for clout chasing, man. For views and shit, man. That shit's crazy, man. It's a lot of them guys that got hurt. You know, there's one dude in LA. He real dangerous, but he made a lot of money off this shit. Mexican dude. It's a Mexican dude in LA. He'll walk up to you and be like, you know, I ain't gonna do it, but he'd do the signs with his hands and be like, and you know what I'm talking about? And then they be like, yo, what up, fool? What up, fool? And he'd be like, yeah, home. And then he'd running from him around the car. You know what I'm talking about? This dude famous. He like the main one. And then it's a female that copied him. And he make a lot of money doing that shit, but it's a lot of times they grab his ass up, beat him up. He got beat up. He almost got shot at. He put a gun out on him. He was afraid. He's afraid. He's afraid. The niggas gonna be playing, man. You know?
It says Colossians chapter 4 and verse 5, and it says, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, and keep the time.
Walk in wisdom to them that are without. And that's what we're doing out here in the highways and byways. We're not out here to, to give you the latest dance or the latest way to make money and all that extra bullshit. Man. We're here to actually give you something that's going to feed your soul, feed your spirit, and hopefully you can take heed to it so you can stand a chance of salvation, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, man. Nothing else really fucking matters, man. We're just going through the motions of life, just trying to make it through, man. You know, because there's always something in this life that you're going to be pissed off about, regardless. Like, you might have your little joyous moments and shit, but at the end of the day, it's going to be something that you're going to be pissed off about. And we should be pissed off. We should be bitter. Look at our living conditions. Look at the system that we in, man. We want to get to that point of where we're supposed to be in that eternal life with our Heavenly Father and His Son, man. You know what I mean? Really living life. We know this ain't living, man. So we're just going through the motions every day, just trying to, you know, get to salvation, man.
Yeah, just another note too. Earlier, Elder Apostle Bar, you know, he put the message out there for brothers. He said, you know, he spoke with Apostle Tahar, and you know, they was conversating, and he said Apostle Tahar told him, you know, tell brothers to put prayers up that the Lord destroy Babylon now. You know, like urgency now, man. When I seen that, and you just stop, put up some prayers, man. You know, because this place is wicked, man. The foods are bad. Everything is bad, man. Everything. See, Jake got to work out and strive his best to eat good food, but then his flesh also, you want to, you know, the flesh make you, you know, eating the bad shit, but you're fighting against your flesh and you're fighting against the damn devil in this wicked society, man. You might give in to certain things, say, fuck it, man, we ain't perfect. But then now, you know, your body got an ailment. Over time, as you get older, you know, you develop high cholesterol, you know, probably overweight for your age, you know, your knees, your feet start swelling up. It's telling your doctor telling you get blood work done, you get blood work done. They telling you that you need more vitamin D. You like, I'm in the sun all the time. I'm fucking my deficient from vitamin D. You know, you gotta eat more, stay away from the red meat. You know, diet, you gotta fight to survive, man. You gotta fight to live. Don't give the devil ammunition to take you out, because that's what he's doing, man. It's a slow kill with these foods, man. You got the fruits. That's the last bit of real food, fruits. And they taking it all away. You got fruits with no seeds, man. You go in there eating grapes with no seeds, eating watermelons with no seeds. You know, all types of avocados with no, avocado not gonna have a seed. All types of shit, man. This shit not real, man.
If I can say something real quick. These foods and these drugs promote a parasite called candida, which breaks down your immune system. Now, one of my daughters got severe asthma, and she got to take prednisone. Prednisone promotes the growth of that same parasite called candida, and she got immune deficiency. So it's just like you were saying, you're fighting devil from the inside out.
Yeah, inside out. That's it. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's why we gotta pray. You know? Shit, man. And the foods, they develop parasites, man. That's why you gotta make sure the meat that you eat, you know what it is? Yo, eating the same foods, and that's how when you go to the doctor, it's like if I'm wrong with it, but you know, you go to the doctor and shit, and they ask you, they say, you know, is it hereditary? You know, basically, do you have heart attack in your family, this and that? But it's all because they understand that through your nationality, y'all all eat the same food. So if you eat the same food, the food is going to destroy the body, man. We need Yahawah, Yahawashi, man. And now, the food is so bad, they actually want you to start eating bugs. You know? And one guy, he just exposed that I think back in 2015, a couple of years ago, they actually said eating bugs was really harmful and toxic. But now the WEF is coming out and saying you're going to eat bugs and you're going to like it. You know? You got to fight, man. You got to really fight, man.
It says, Rawchaa chapter 30, starting verse 14. It says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth.
Because what's the point of having everything if you can't fucking enjoy it? That's why within the society, whatever we get, how can we truly enjoy this shit? You know what I'm saying? That's why the kingdom is going to be so much better because we ain't got to worry about sickness, disease, and bad foods and all this old bullshit. Man. You know, dealing with fucking high blood pressure in your 30s and shit. Like, goddamn, I'm too young for this shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, because it's all about the foods and everything is constantly getting worse, man. You know? And they know exactly what they're doing because they're causing all of the issues, man. You know? Going into, you know, all of the vaccinations and all the people that have been having heart issues, young teenagers having heart issues, athletes just dying out on a field or different things like that. It's because of all the shit that they pumping into the system. And they started with them damn, you know, things since you're a baby. You know what I mean? Pumping all that stuff into you when you're a baby, man. You know? Plus they have all type of defects and ADHD and all this whole other type of stuff, man. It's because all the stuff that they pump into you and they do it on purpose, man.
Yeah, you know, you get those, you know, you get the Kobe's and them MJ fadeaway shots. You know, MJ, you know, he shoot them, you know. But when you get them as a child, you get edema, you get rashes, all this stuff is put inside you, man. You know, you don't necessarily need this stuff to live, man. But they made it a norm and they made it by the mind control that you have to do these things. You know, another thing is too, when you really look back in the ancient times, we didn't eat like this. There wasn't no type candy like this back then. Snacks and shit. This is witchcraft. They done gotten so clever and put poison in food and made it tasty, man. And made it look good. And made it taste good. And made you crave it. That's witchcraft, man. In the ancient times, we didn't have to work out. Warriors worked out. You know? I was like, y'all was telling my woman and shit, you know, walking and stuff together and shit. And I was like, look, in the ancient times, women ain't just get up and just hit the park and start walking and working out. We was already fit, you know, because of the food. We ate lentils, we ate soup. We didn't eat as much meat as we did today. You know, we didn't eat this type of poison that's in the meat. We ate meat, not how our diet is in America, man. And the men that were really working out were warriors, dudes that was really into their craft of fighting. You know, then you had other Israelites that wasn't warriors. They was accountants. They did other things. Everybody wasn't a warrior, but everybody didn't have to work out. It's a fucking pandemic working out. Everybody in the gym. You know, everybody in the gym. TikTok done made everybody start working out. Girls in there, they even working out. They just in there for a fashion show. They just buying the workout clothes just to show their booty, man. Girls, these Israelite women are buying workout clothes just to show their butt. Because they done came across a TikTok video seeing a girl dressed in the workout clothes and her butt looking good. You know, all shit, she shake right, man. You know?
I'm saying it's like you gotta work out in order to stay healthy. That's a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of everything that you gotta go through on a consistent basis. And like you said, like everything is just we're not eating food no more. It's just chemicals. Man.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And this is why, like, when you go on an alkaline diet, you naturally start slimming up because that's true food that the Most High puts for us to actually eat. Not shit with a bunch of chemicals, man. Because you ain't even gotta try to lose weight when you go on an alkaline diet. As soon as you start eating all alkaline food, you're gonna naturally just start losing weight.
Yeah.
You know, like the club is like that. We can't even fit the rings on my finger no more. Same with clothes and all that. Like you just naturally start losing weight, man. Because that's how God made everything to be, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Another thing too, you know, Israel knew about the herbs. We knew about food. We knew about the body. Jake is so far gone from it. You know, Jake know the remedies, the old natural remedies from down south, but they don't know about the health and the food or the herbs anymore, man. That's all.
Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 29 says, the glory of young men is their strength, and the beauty of old men is the gray head. Young, pretty much, all about being vital, active, strong. That's ready, being young, sometimes it's the old.
That's this brother. His brother, the youngest in the camp, walking around with a cane. I got one. It's a Sirach chapter 38 and 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which you may have of him. For Yahawah, or the Lord, have created him. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
Right? Because when you start taking these things, you just realizing the actual relief that you get. You feel like, damn, it's a miracle. I feel like I was just damn near dying the other day, and I done took some of this stuff, and now, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't, just even something simple, like guys at my job or whatever, gave some African bird club and having knee problems, just gave some African bird club. Mixing this lotion, just rub for like 15 minutes. When you go in the shower, it's going to reactivate. You're like, yo, he's like, what shit you did? He's like, that's some witchcraft shit or something? Like, nah, bro, that's the herbs, man. That's from the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit work. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing just of the works of the Most High, but he's all trying to pump you with chemicals that's going to not really give, it's going to give you relief, but really cause other problems and side effects as well, man. You don't got to deal with that when it comes to the things that the Most High made that's actually organic and made for the body, man. You're going to get the benefits instead, man. You know?
Right. It says, was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? And he hath given men skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such doeth he heal men, and taketh away their pains. Of such doeth the apothecary, maketh perfection. And of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness, be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. Leave off from sin, and order thou hand aright, and cleanse thou heart from all wickedness.
Right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, we, use the certain foods and herbs and stuff to help aid the body to healing, but really that healing comes from the Most High. It's the power that the Most High puts into these things, the energy that it puts into these things to help us heal, man. You know, and that's what it's really all about, man. You know, and especially like, I done came across, like, within the past, like, couple of years, I came across so many chicks, like, in their 20s and 30s, having to get their gallbladder removed and shit, because of gallstones and shit. Like, yo, it's a remedy for that. You know what I'm saying? And you just go straight to the doctor, and they just tell you to get your shit taken out. Now you can't digest fats, and now you gotta stay away from fried foods and all sorts of other shit. They just fucked you up by just removing the organ that your body actually needs, man. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of shit, like a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
It's like with your tonsils. They all have to take out the tonsils.
Oh yeah, like you don't need them or something.
What's the appendix? That's
Yeah, appendix, all of that shit. Like, all of these things are important for the. Why would the Most High make these things to be in our body if you just say, oh, you don't need this? Yeah. Everything serves a purpose, man. Everything serves a purpose. And your tonsils is there to catch things, germs, and different things to help fight, the body fight off an infection. That's why if you notice all on your body, like when you get sick, especially like your throat is swollen, you might notice like your lymph nodes. It start getting swollen. The lymph nodes are there to capture all of the germs and bacteria and everything, and it got killer cells inside of your lymph nodes to fight off infection. Your NK cells, your T cells, your B cells, all these things help fight off an infection and disease within the body, man. But then the doctor says this is how you take these things out like you don't need them. Moving lymph nodes and shit. Well, now your body can't properly filter out all of the bullshit, so now your body starts getting backed up with bad fluids and shit, man.
Yeah, you start learning all this truth, especially through the Yahawah Shah, you start being appreciated. I was saying this the other day, when we eat, stuff yourself enough, you end up getting at what they call nigger-itis. But that's the body saying, look, we overloaded, we about to put you to sleep, so we can digest this food, and we can start doing things here and doing things there, kicking out the weights. See, the body do all that without telling you. So that's why when you eat, and then you end up be like, yo, I'm about to take a nap, bro. The body is saying, nigga, go to sleep. And we need to work. Don't add no more. Less than water. Don't add no more.
Going back to that candida, right? It ties into what you're talking about. Because they say that it's sitting in your lower intestine. And the way that it works is they breathe. And they set up like basically like a habitat within your lower intestine. and make you crave bullshit ass food, sweets, and a bunch of like greasy ass food. So when you consume it, even if you do eat good food, you so fucked up and bloated. That's how people eat bloated. You so fucked up and bloated that everything, every piece of nutrients that you getting, they stealing it from you. And they giving you the waste, and you just, that's how you just be like, oh, you sweet piece of that shit fucked up. And then in America, it's so backwards. They don't. This the only country that don't diagnose you for parasites. Wow, that's fucked up. Wow. That's fucked up.
You're exactly 100% right on that. That's exactly how it is. Like all of them cravings and stuff, it's not but parasites that want that stuff, so they can constantly grow and breed more within the body. And they can take over. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
remember this brother was telling me that when you fast and the parasite in you wants you to break the fast, so he starts sending off sickness. So that like you start fasting, and then the parasite be like, all right, this is enough. So he send off these signals in your body where you make you feel like you like, nah, let me stop, yo. I got a headache, bro. My head hurt. Maybe I ain't drinking no. I'll do it again. But the parasite saying stop because you about to kill me.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Because it'd be like a die-off effect type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And they let off more toxins in the body and stuff like that when they dying off. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Like the things that the body is capable of and the defense mechanism that the Lord set up for the body, man. It's incredible when you study it all, man. It really is.
Yeah, and the gems are right here in the scriptures. Let me read it again. It says, of such doeth the apothecary make a perfection, and to his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thou sickness, be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. Leave off from sin, and order thou hands aright, and cleanse thou heart from all wickedness. That was the gem. When you sick, you're supposed to ask the Lord for forgiveness of your transgressions and your sins. Because the reason why you're sick is because you sin. That's why Apostle Paul, he said, we shall defeat the sting of death. We ain't gonna die anymore. Because sin brings forth death. You know? The Lord placed the body when you sin it. That's why we tell you, look, we're in sinful flesh, man. And guess what? We're programmed to go off. But if we have grace through Yahawah by Yahawashi, hey, we'll make it, man. We'll make it to see those new bodies, or we'll be changed in a twinkle of an eye, man. It says, give a sweet saving and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not being. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord hath created him. Let him not go from thee, but thou hast need of him. There's a time when in their hands they are in good success. For they shall also pray unto the Lord that he would prosper that which they did for ease and remedy to prolong life. He that sitteth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician. There you go. He that sitteth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician. You know, so now back in the day, in the ancient times, we get sick, went off, you went off, you got that fear in you, the Lord, let me go to the herbalist, let me tell him what's going on. And he an Israelite, he knows, so he gonna pray too that when he give me this medicine that it works. And then when I go home, I pray over it as well, I do it, and hopefully I'm holy. You know? That's how that works, man.
Isaiah chapter 40, starting at verse 28, it says, hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power, Yahawah, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary, there is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint, and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. They that wait upon Yahawah, to this point, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings of eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Because they mentioned, pretty much, when these bodies, we're subject to all these ailments. Said Corinthians 5, it talks about the burdens, how we are burdened in this tabernacle pretty much, but the new bodies
workout or like you running or something, you're running for a minute, you feel like you're tired, and after a while, like you get that second wind, like, all right, I can do a whole nother set of workout now, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to strength.
Yeah, you ain't got to get blood work done. And the doctor tells you pre-diabetic. You got to do more activity. You got high cholesterol. What the fuck? I'm an athlete. What the fuck is going on? This is wrong. This is wrong. You know? It's crazy, man.
This is the scripture I was talking about. 2 Corinthians 5 and 4. For we that are in this tabernacle to groan, not something being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon, and mortality might be swallowed up in flesh.
Exactly, because what we're looking to get up out of this place, man. And that's more than anything. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking just to take the shortcut route out, but we're definitely looking to get the hell up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to endure to the end, see the fall of our enemies, you know, and actually make it up in those chariots and experience that whole thing, man, because it's going to be a sight to see, man. You know, the most beautiful thing we can ever see. You know, people be thinking in this society, how you go on a trip somewhere to Bali or somewhere like, oh, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Nah, the destruction of our enemies and us going up in the chariots, Lord willing, that's going to be the most beautiful sight to see, man.
Yeah.
Better than any view here that you can see in any country of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so put them prayers up, man. Pray that the Lord destroy this place called Babylon the Great, aka America, man. Put them prayers up, man. Every night, every day, man. Make it shorter. The Lord said he would shorten the days for the elect's sake. Because we're going to continue to go through this until we get the fuck up out of here. You know? And it's going to come a point in time the Lord is going to remove the prophets. We're not going to be able to come out and teach. No brothers or no king. Alright? Not even a false prophet is going to be able to teach in that day. They might try. But, you know, they ain't going to be able to teach in that day. It's going to be a time that the Lord shut the mouth of the prophets. Meaning the Lord ain't going to talk no more. The prophets are the mouthpiece of the Most High. That's when he reason and have counsel with you. You know, I was saying this the other day, or earlier today. See, when the prophets speak, you're supposed to take the mercy and the warning. Because the Most High is very dramatic. He uses the prophets to warn you. That's his mercy. But if you don't listen to them, the Lord is coming with brute force. You know, he's coming with shit you ain't even ready for. And nor could you stand in that day. So it was better to get reproof and get corrected by the prophets, the men of the Lord, and take heed, because that was the Lord extending his mercy. The Most High is not a man. He's not one of us. He's not in the flesh. You know, he's above us. And the way he does things is totally different from how we think we should do things. I'm gonna say it like that. The way that we think things should happen, it's not like that with the Most High. So we understand it. So we pray to be on one accord with Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi. Whatever his judgment is, we with it. Whatever he hates, we hate. Whatever he loves, we love. Man, we just want to be on one accord. We want to be better. We want to be better spirits, like the Lord, being in the flesh. You know, and that's when the Lord changes us. So not listening to the prophets is not taking heed to the Lord's mercy. So when the Lord do bring that judgment, it's gonna be like, you know, you can't stand in that time. You can't stand in that day, man. You know?
So with that, you know, hope the segment was edifying. We'd like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Everyone to the apostle of GreatMillStone. Shalom to like out there. Once we're the faith, love, sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.